Hi. Happy Self-Love Tuesday. It's around 10 in the morning, Mountain Time, on Tuesday, April 22nd. Ooh, at Cut we have Netty, not this, not that. Ridding yourself of labels to find the I am that I am. Right. I say that all the time. Just said it this morning. I am that I am. When I had been talking about, this is all going to kind of go together. The last couple times I've came on, I was talking about, how we get buried by people and whether we went to help them or not, just that we get buried by people a lot and, or just setback, or however you want to look at it. It's just a metaphor. But what do you do in that time? In the time that you're down, like in the time that you maybe feel defeated or feel like someone's trying to defeat you, whatever. What do you do in that time? Do you retaliate? Do you research sabotorial ways? Do you just walk away and say whatever, right? Or do you use it to fuel your education? See, every time I'm in the dark or in the hole or being held back or whatever, why? That's what fuels my intelligence. The only reason that I know the things I know, you've already manifested it. The only reason that I know the things, you can do many things at once, the only reason that I know the things that I know is because of other humans, really. I know a lot of things from spirit, but the man's word, the education, all that stuff. Why? It's because whenever I was stopped in my tracks, whenever there was a boulder in the way, when my mom was suing me and, over and over and over, when all these things happened, I went to law school. I researched. I learned. And I am ever so grateful. So a challenge to me is like a learning. It's a perspective. And that's what I said on the short. Like, it's a perspective. What is your perspective when you're wrong, setback, feeling like you're buried under everything? What is your perspective? And then what is your action? Is it research? Is it, I'm not going to look how to sabotage. I'm going to look to know how to just, fix, be the solution and propel myself. And then the chips fall. The knowing in me that I am protected is, it's the Om. It's the Om in me. Right, I know that it is a God particle. I know that it is, we all have it and we can all activate it. But, ooh, those birds singing. I know that if, my eyes are watering. I know that if I'm held back or there's an obstacle in my way, it doesn't matter. Fault doesn't matter. Fault falls away. See, this is where fault falls away. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. It just needs a solution, right? So we can move forward. And I know as soon as I do that, as soon as I research, as soon as I learn something new, as soon as I propel forward, as soon as I try again, because trying again doesn't hurt me. Try again helps me become more intelligent, right? Because to try again, I got to read up on it. I got to figure out. I got to go into meditation. I got to ask nature. I got to say, what am I doing? What I call in judgment. Judge us all. I say, I call in judgment, judge us all, and give us swift justice. And I'm meaning teach me. And then once I do that, I am absolved and I go learn and then I go do better. But those who actually did it, like hacked my channels and all that stuff that caused me all these problems, the grids will shake. And it's nothing I do. I don't practice any kind of magic. Like I said, candles and crystals and my little cards here. We got to get that one. Comfort must grow with you. Right. Higher perspective required. True self-love is when you do not, yes, we want to face what internally, how we feel. If somebody's wronged us and it hurts or it makes us mad or sad, we want to go have that emotion. But sometimes you have to compartmentalize and be the solution and then get through the emotions. And sometimes you got to get through the emotions right away. And then that's where you find the solution, right? The point is, you're not attacking others. You're not spending more than a day or something. You're not spending weeks or months or years trying to just be somebody's downfall. That's not what you're doing, right? And when you sit in nature, this is what you learn. It'll all be taken care of by Mom, by God, by Allah, by the Most High, the cosmic parents. I don't have to worry. And so try again doesn't hurt me. It helps me. All the people that, you know, if you can look at it like that, people that get in your way, well, all you're going to do is lead me to find the solution to that. I'm going to become more educated, more powerful. This is how we keep it. This is how you keep grounded, right? And in control of your emotions. You should always acknowledge them, but you can have control over them. You know, where you acknowledge them when it's time. You're so strong that you can do it later if the situation is bloody in front of you right now. You know, like a doctor, a nurse, like it's a perfect example. That's a compartmentalization of their whatever they're looking at. They're like, nope, I'm gonna be here for you for right now, right? And we're gonna do our job. And we're gonna let the chips fall, and then I'll go in the break room and cry about it, right? That's just the tip of the iceberg and the easiest way to describe that type of energy. And their health, you know, not every nurse is their doctor is mentally healthy, but there's a lot of them, right? And so that brings me to also mindful breathing, right? Sitting in nature, breathing. Yoga, simple. Your true self is to be the witness to your 3D self. Embody the higher self, right? When you embody what you need, that's what you're doing. Send hugs to the haters and pray they choose love. No matter what someone does to me, I will be kind to them. I mean, sure, you can poke me, and you might get a rise out of me where I go, why? But it's very short lived, and then I'm like, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. And I can internalize, like, right? And that's because I learn in times of darkness. I cry about it, but I also learn why, right? And what will be the solution to this? And for Self-Love Tuesday, I mean, that's what I push. That's why I teach kids the love of learning. Because if you love to learn, nothing bad ever happens to you. It's all just a learning curve. It's all just a learning experience. And you know when you come out on the other side, you're going to be smarter, you know, wiser, stronger, whatever it is you're after. You know, and just because people they have a lot of money, it doesn't mean that they're blessed. It just means they're materialistic. I mean, to a human like me, to a person like me, in my perspective, it's like if people try to show me that they're awesome because they have this and this and this, I immediately understand they're probably living outside their means. Okay, and there are some that aren't, and some people are in true alignment and they can have whatever they want, right? But for the most part, if you are just collecting things, you are missing yourself, and you're missing the mother here that is here to give you that Christ consciousness, that Kundalini, that awakening, all these buzzwords that are going around. But truly what it is, it's coming into yourself. It is quantum mechanics. You are just coming into yourself. You are becoming alignment. It means you have called back everything. You are everything you were supposed to be when you came here. And your chakras are aligned, and your aura is clear. Like, it's so many things. But it's always it's a cycle, you know, but then you got to learn. You never get to that point where I have arrived, not on this plane. Otherwise, what would be the point of the darkness? What would be the point of the suffering if it wasn't here to learn, right? If we weren't here to learn something, if it wasn't here to teach us. So you can't be afraid of it, of loss, of challenge, of people coming at you, you know, like just trying to tear you down. I will say, if you're someone who did hag my stuff, you must not watch my channel. Because my parents don't love me. They never did. They tortured me. You know, all the things I've been through, the divorces over, you know, cheating and all that. It's like, I'm not so easily penetrated, you know, like I'm not so easily, I would just start again. I mean, I had Miss Candy's Land, and now I've just start again. I'll go to another platform. I'll do whatever I'm guided to do. Like make this video for Self-Love Tuesday and say, you know, this is how we love ourselves. We say no matter what we lose, no matter what's taken, no matter what, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to say, okay, well, I'll just do it again, or I'll just do something else. You know, I'm not giving up anything. I'm not giving up anything because of what my job is. I never have to. They say, listen to the birds. Pick up the card. Oh. If you're a star, let me show you. That's right, they were like the hands. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff about people's hands. Now, I'd like you to see mine. Okay, this crescent, the M, the W, whatever you want to call it, the cross, the triangle, all of it. It's all here. The rings of Solomon, it's all here. But what is this shape? Was it meant to be looked at one hand? And you know, there's all these different things. But for me, even as a little girl, when I put my hands together and what I was in touch with, it's wings. It's wings. See? Wings. Ooh, I line my hands up. Wings. It is not a letter. From my perspective and my understanding, it's not a C for chosen. It's wings. Do you have wings? You can grow them. Your hands will change with age. So palm readers, you know, not that I'm saying whatever, you know, it's just this is what I'm being told and being told to show you. Out of love. Do you have wings? Do you have wings? Mama says fly. That's what I'm here for. No matter what state you're in, I'll jump into the fire because I'm forged in it. And I'll say, look, everything's burning. Let's get you out of here. And if you want to go back, I'll let you. I'm not here to do anything by force or, again, for Self-Love Tuesday. Man, I want what's for the greatest good of all, but I am in all. So I will never hurt myself to help someone else. I mean, I already went through that. Yeah, that was a rough month. I already went through that. So, easy, comfortable positions. Asana. This is for today. I don't know what the weather's like where you're at. It's beautiful here. But I hope you get to sit outside. Maybe put your bare feet on the ground and tell her, I'm ready. I have wings. I can fly out of anything. Let's do it. Let's do it. And anything that stands in your way, any karmics, any nonsense, you will keep saying, all right, I'll learn that and I'll understand it. And then it won't happen again. And now I'm smarter and wiser. That just buries whoever was coming for you, right? But it isn't to harm them. It's just their karma so they can dig out, so they can learn, which you already know, especially if they have this. Because being able to fly out all this stuff and not letting people bring you down, hurt you, and all those things, and, you know, take your dreams away, whatever. That's what this is about. And those are the ones who will go build. We will build a new landscape where everyone can fly, right? But we always remember, not everything's our fault. We are loved. And I love you too. See you soon.